Well, hello. This is actually my third vlog, which I missed out on. I did 4 before I left Aberdeen at the end of May on late spring garden in Portugal, in Aberdeen. Now I'm in Portugal. It is about 3 weeks later, in fact, almost exactly 3 weeks later. It's been a busy 3 weeks because my partner Nori was with me for most of that time, and I was arriving at a house. I'm house sitting for 2 months. It's a bit of a menagerie here. Goat, dog, 6 cats, 2 parrots, 2 cockatiels, 3 fish, and getting it all organized and seeing what there is. Plus the house is never set up the way you want it. It's never clean the way you want it to be. So you've got some settling in time. So I'd planned to lose 3 weeks of my time more on a holiday than anything else. So I was happy with that. There we go. That's a bit better. Now, what I wanted to talk about on my third vlog that I never got to was, how do you stay productive despite living between 2 countries? And I thought about this because I wanted to clarify it for myself, is what's important to make it work for me. And there were a few things. The first one was plan in periods. Sorry, my notes are over there, so I keep looking. Plan in periods. Don't have a long-term goal that is a time related to the goal. Rather plan your goals for the time you have. So I'm away at varying times. I've got to spend half the year in Portugal and then the rest of my time, half the year, in Aberdeen. Nori, my partner, also comes over, and then there are things like spending time with him because I've been away for so long. Or when I got back to the house last time, it took me quite a while to settle in, and I was only there for 6 weeks. So it took me quite a while to settle in to do things, but I started my vlog. So 1, plan in the periods you have, and secondly, be appropriate with the projects you pick for the time. So I now have 6 months left, but I'm settled. I've got everything, I've organized, I'm set up. So I've selected projects that I can do in this time, and I know that I will finish. And in fact, having that very clear cutoff date, I've got to fly out of here, makes you almost more productive, which is great. The next thing is learn your tech. So important. I've got a new phone, which is wonderful, but it's got a director's cut, which I need to practice on, because then it seems, I'm not sure, that I could do taping and take different camera angles and put it together as a thing. I'm trying to avoid editing my videos, quite honestly, because it's hard work. And I just want to say my bit, get it over with and get it out there. I'm not about neat technology and clever videos and blah. I just want to get my voice out there. But learning your tech is quite important. So having set up my YouTube channel, knowing how to upload, having a little thing here with my light and the camera here, knowing my OneNote so that I can always have my notes with me, making sure that everything's synchronized. All of that's quite important. And I'm learning more about the difference between video and pro video, and photos and pro photos, so that I can do different things and do more. Something I learned while I was home now, my partner's son was up and he's very into his, because he's studying it, his video making, filmmaking. And he showed me, one, the director's thing, but also how to set your camera up. And I need to bring my stands, which I didn't this time, so that I can take photos and put together a short reel, because I've really got into my reels. So learn your tech, practice your tech. I can learn something, but until I've practiced it, it's stressful because you're not quite sure you're going to get it right. But when I look back at how much I've done, I'm amazed at how much I've achieved tech-wise. But even in Namibia, when I lived there 12, 15 years ago, one of our goals was be flexible, because I was often out of the office and I had to be able to do my emails, do everything. It's got so much easier. But my principle always was be flexible tech-wise. And when I finished my MBA, one of my life goals was be flexible. So it's really paying off for me now. The last one, wherever you go, whether it's at home, whether it's here, create a space in which you can work. So today I finished off, I'd sort of set it up, but Nori arrived, I think, 3 days after I arrived. So there wasn't a lot of time. I've rearranged my things in the bedroom because I'm not sharing the bedroom anymore. I've got my things out. I've rearranged my workspace. So I've cleared the table in the kitchen, and I've cleared half the kitchen counter, and I've got my computer out, a standing desk, everything's here. I even found an unused area with more light, with a better chair to sit in, because the chairs in the sitting room are delightful, but they lean back rocking chairs, not productive, because I often like to sit with my legs up and do work on my computer. But this one was really way back, and it wasn't functional. So the last 2 days I haven't been great, which leads me to my next vlog, which is going to be about what happens when you're procrastinating. Is it good? Is it bad? What is going on there? But to summarize then, for me, the things that make it possible for me to be a digital nomad and be productive is, one, plan in periods, and I use something called the 12-week year. But I then adapt it. So if I've only got 6 weeks now, I've got the last of my 12-week year, which is now turned into a 6-week year. But I was prepared. I had everything laid out. I know what I'm going to be working on. The next one is pick your projects. You can't do everything all at once, and you cannot carry all that paper, which is one of my failings, which leads me to my technology. I've found how wonderful it is to photograph things, and it immediately scans it rather than photographs it. You can upload it to your OneDrive exactly where you want it, and you can even make a note to say, I need to work on this document. So learn your technology, practice it. And lastly, create your productive space. Wherever you are, make sure that you have a space that works for you. Doesn't matter how it is. If it's your space, it must work for you. Doesn't matter what other people think. So that's how I'm productive in so many spaces. Have a good day.